Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you all are having a great morning. I believe I already tagged friends over here. I'm not quite sure how to tag people on Instagram, but good morning. Hey, Robin. Good morning, guys. Listen, I'm Shavetta Belton, the owner and operator of Divine Oasis Salon, and also a stylist of Divine Oasis Salon. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl, let me know if the people are tagged in the post on Facebook. Hey, Anthony. So I'm the owner and operator of Divine Oasis and also a stylist. I am your life. And hey, Nita, spiritual coach. Guys, thank you for joining me this morning at 7 o'clock. Y'all show up so faithfully, and I thank you for showing up. Y'all pray for me this morning. I didn't rest well last night. Hey, Naz. Hey, Twanda. Hey, Vania. I didn't rest well last night. And I tossed and turned, and I didn't go in. Hey, Q, you made it this morning. Hey, Shonda. So, guys, once again, now that more people are on, I am Shavetta Belton, the owner of Divine Oasis and also a stylist at Divine Oasis Salon. I am also your life and your spiritual coach. And the creator of Faith Plus Works Equals Success. Hey, Ashley. Guys, welcome in. Hey, Charles. Good morning to us. Welcome to a morning of a sip of morning motivation. And I show up every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Y'all, let me get some hearts and some hand claps and some waves. I am actually, this is number 6. And we're going strong. And I thank you guys for showing up every morning. So this morning, my title says, Now What? And it's because for a lot of people that come on, a lot of them are my sisters in the industry. And so I'm not taking anything away from anybody, but I believe my heart is truly heavy. Hey, Brittany, heavy right now because the industry, we were shut down yesterday, which is not a bad thing at all because they have to get control of the virus. And honestly, if we would just sit down on our own, we wouldn't have to be shut down. But at the end of the day, this is some people's only means of living. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Risha. Hey, Ashley. Only means of living. And so it hit home. And for me, I've been looking at Facebook, and yesterday, out of nowhere, hey, Stephanie, out of nowhere yesterday, I felt so heavy, and I felt grieved and anxiety, and I was like, this isn't mine, this isn't all me, this is not my stuff. And we have to know in this season that we have to be careful what we click on. Hey, William. Hey, Candy. What we click on, what we look at, what we allow in. Because these are trying times. These are new times. This is something that we've never experienced. Most of us haven't. And so we have to be cautious about the things we allow to have our eyes and our ears. But I just logged on yesterday because I realized that the governor had just said non-essential workers included hairstylists, barbers, nail techs, all these things. And at that very moment, I realized, it was, I logged on to check on my people, because that's the industry I'm in. And for a lot of people, some of them are just starting, some of them are just starting over, some of them have been in for a while, and we hadn't stacked enough money out. Our life may have happened, and or we had to buy things, or we're the main caregiver for our family. And so we may not have things stacked and ready for such a thing as this. And so I saw the panic, and I saw people going, I have never been told I can't do what I want to do, what I love to do. I've never been told that I can't show up at work. I've never been told that I can't be there. And I realized that in that, sometimes we always say our clients need us, but in all actuality, sometimes we need them just as much. Sometimes that's people outlet. Now, I don't know how I'm going to sit in this house because I've been actively working behind a chair, and I've been able to run from that thing that caused me depression, that thing that caused me anxiety, that thing that caused me fear, that thing that had me weighted, And so now it's a whole new normal because we don't have an option not be at home. We don't have an option to not have an outlet. We don't have an option to go away. And honestly, we're clicking on the lives and we're giving faith and we're telling them, have faith, put your hands in his hand. He'll put you, he got you. Keep going. You got this. But sometimes we have to stop and realize some people don't even understand or know who he is, first of all. They don't know him yet. But I believe in this journey and during this time, they will get to know this man we speak of. They'll get to know who we keep our hands in if we continue to show them. But you have to understand, everybody doesn't see that right now. So a lot of times we get caught up in the fact that they should know. They should know. You just got to trust them, but they may not have met him. They might not know him. And we can't assume that everybody knows him. We can't assume that everybody has had the same access. Secondly, we have to go back to remembering. We have to go back and remember where he found us. Because honestly, we have not always known him. And we haven't always understood what he could do. We have not always known how to call on his name. And even still, once you know him, sometimes you forget to call the name that you do know. Sometimes you forget to lean on that thing that you do know. Because anxiety does kick in. Worry does kick in. So this morning while I was getting my tea together, excuse me, y'all, I'm not apologizing for crying. I'm not. Because these are the times that we're in. I have salon sisters and brothers out there trying to figure out how to get their clients in the last, to 5:30, 5 o'clock today. Because honestly, preparation wasn't made. And you can say all you want to say, and the post right now on Facebook, oh God, what I'm going to do if I don't get my hair done for 2 or 3 weeks? What am I going to do if my nails pop off? What I'm going to do, and nobody, you have some, but I've seen more of people saying, what am I going to do? Instead of honestly giving an encouraging word to your stylist, giving an encouraging word to your nail tech. Because while you're sitting there trying to figure out what you're going to do with your hair, she or he is sitting there trying to figure out how they're going to pay their bills. She or he is sitting there trying to figure out how they're going to maneuver their life. How are they going to make things happen? Because we're non-essential workers, And then the other half is, at the end of the day, we have to keep each other lifted in prayer. We have to keep each other grounded. Hey guys that just joined, thank you for joining in this morning. So this morning, that's right, show grace and mercy. So this morning, I woke up and I was still heavy. And I was on a call Monday evening at 7. And the scripture that was given was Hebrews 4. And I encourage you guys, if Carisha, if you could put it in the comments, and Q, if you could put it in the comments on Instagram for me, encourage you guys to go back and read the chat, Hebrews 4. And it speaks on rest, and it speaks on just where your positioning is. And I believe if you have the word to stand on, then you're doing, you have it. Just you have the word to stand on. But as I was fixing my tea this morning, guys, I use the I think it's Yogi. Am I saying it right, y'all? The positive energy one, and the saying on the side of it is, the essence of life is to communicate love. And right now, people need love beyond anything else. Love and light is what they need. Prayer. And if you're going to tell somebody to pray, if you're going to encourage somebody by pushing them to pray, if you're going to say, well, you need to pray on that, ask them, do you know how to pray? Ask them if they want you to pray with them. Because one of the scariest things is to be told to pray and feel like you don't know how to pray. One of the scariest things is to open your mouth. I feel like when you open your mouth, God won't hear your voice. One of the scariest things is to assume somebody knows how to pray and they have no clue. I'll never forget having strong faith and believing in God, but feeling like I just didn't know what to say, or I didn't know how to pray, or I didn't know what to do. And then you see these people have big prayers, and they have these elaborate prayers, and it's like, listen, I don't pray like that. I don't sound like that. Is he gonna hear me? Is my prayers getting to him? Because that's the scariest thing. Being a wife, being a mother, being a salon owner, being a sister, being a friend, being a human, is hearing people say pray, but you feel like you don't know how to pray. But it took one person to say to me, baby, I talked to him like I talked to somebody in my living room. And not just to say it, but then I saw her do it. I saw her do it. And I said, you serious? You're serious. Your prayers sound like you're speaking to him. Siri is trying to, sorry guys. Siri wanted to come in on our live. But that is the hardest part. Or telling somebody to journal and they don't understand journal. They don't understand, what do you mean journal? So when I get in my journal, I speak to him like he's one of my friends. Dear God, our God, listen, today was rough. Because if I can bear it all to him. I can give it all to him. God, today was rough. God, I don't know where my next is coming from. But this morning, he put Hillsong. It was a Hillsong kind of morning. And it was Oceans. And I'm going to tell you, the first time I heard that song was back in 2017 when the Jones twins, because I can't remember which one sent it to me, but I had just been there for them during the loss of their mother. And I had just been with them for the loss of their mother, and had supported them through the journey. And and at that time my mom was going through terminal cancer. And so we were coming close to the end of my mom's life. And I lost my dad at 15. But it was a difference in losing my mom. And so I was hitting this place because at this very moment I would be left without a mother or a father. And so my sister said it when mom died and we were getting our clothes, and my sister was like, we're orphans. And I was like, I don't know if we could be orphans as old as we are, but that's what you feel like. And at that time they sent me, I got a text message one morning, and I can't remember which one of my Jones twins sent it to me, but it was Hillsong, Oceans. And that was the first time I heard that song. And I listened to the words. And so he led me back to that song today. Guys, listen to it. If I could play it in the background and not worry about being cut off, or I would. And I may just play it at the end. I don't know. But that song, it just speaks of how, you know, if we put our hand in his hand, and even when the water gets deep and the waves are so high, that if we keep our hand in his hand, and if we just keep our eyes on him, and when I say put our hands in his hand, it's simple. God, today, I have anxiety. God, today, I'm stressed. God, today, I'm worried about how my family's going to make it. God, today, I don't know how this business is going to look. God, on the day, it's getting hard. Your hand in his hand. Communicating with the Father. Letting the Father know, I need you. I need you. He's simply waiting on us to call on him. He's simply waiting for us to lean on him. He's simply waiting. But if you still are having trouble communicating, if you're still having trouble understanding, if you're still feeling like, I ain't worthy, he ain't gonna hear me. He doesn't hear my cry. Oh, but he does. Don't be scared. Don't be worried that he can't. Because see, we worry about blemish and not being enough. We worry about, I ain't been living right. I ain't been doing right. We all fall short. We all come up short. We all have doubts. We all worry. We all have anxiety. And I'm going to be honest, before I tell you to pray, you can acknowledge the fact that this thing is weighing me down. But don't get stuck there. Don't get stuck in the woe is me. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe I'm without. Because I'll be the first to tell you not to hide your feelings. Not to push beyond. Because I did it. I did it in 2017 because I knew that I had to have faith in him. And I knew I had to push on. And I knew I had to show up and be a mother. And I knew I had to show up and be a wife. And I knew my sisters needed me just like I needed them. But in 2017, when I lost my mom, I should have took the moments. I should have took the time. I should have took the days. And I should have been all right with sitting in that pain. Because in that pain is where I would have found him sooner. I would have found relief. I would have taken a moment. I would have asked him to sit here with me. Because anybody tells you that you shouldn't feel it, it's unfair to tell you you can't feel that. But being in that hurt and broken place was that place where I was open and I was honest and I was at my rawest and most humbled place. But if I would have known then what I know now, I would have gave myself those moments. Reality is, it's some single mothers that's stylish right now. And they're scared because they have their children to take care of. They may be able to get help from somewhere, but they're still having to take care of their children. And at the end of the day, nobody can tell them that you shouldn't feel what you feel. Nobody should tell them that they should push beyond that. No, when you tell them to have faith and put your hand in his hand, give them a scripture to stand on. Help pray with them. Send them a prayer. Send them a prayer. And guys, I'm going to tell you, for a non-essential worker, the best thing y'all can do for your stylist, your barber, your nail tech right now is send encouraging words, send hearts, send love to them. Because these people are trying to figure out how to make life work. They're trying to figure out how to push beyond this. And they need to know that you love them beyond a press and a curl. They need to know you love them beyond a fly cut. They need to know that you love them beyond what they can give to you. And small business is the same way. Small businesses all over. Everybody's been affected. Everybody's been affected by it. So if you can reach out to a small business, go to a small business, pick up a cupcake. Pick up a cupcake. If you are still working and you're able, shoot your stylist a little love offering if you want to. I'm not in this thing to promote that. What I'm telling you is, if you're able to give, you give. But a simple "I love you" text, a simple "I'm thinking about you" text, a simple "I'm encouraging you" text, in this season is needed. But what was the other song? It was a Tasha Cobb song, and somebody may know it. He Knows My Name. I could not think of it. And I'm going to tell you, that song too, make sure you listen to that one. But guys, it's okay to feel what you feel. It's okay to need the moments that you need. It's okay to cry. Yes, Stephen, you know my name. Because he does know your name. He's just waiting on us. He's waiting on us. And sometimes we got to be put in some rough places for us just to reach out. And guys, I know that you've heard 50 times over, this is your time to sit at home and recreate. This is your time to birth the next thing he's giving you, because he gave that to me to give to y'all. I think it was last week or the week before. He did. And it is. But it's also time for you to build a relationship with him. It's also time for you to actually sit and get to know him. But I don't know how to read a Bible. Pick a chapter and start there. I held myself up for a long time, not studying the Word of God, because I just didn't know where to start. So I'll call a friend and I'll go, "So where did you start? Where did you start? Where did you just start picking up the Bible and reading? Where did you start? Where did you go? How did you do it?" And my friend simply said, "Start in John. Start there." Start there. And I was like, okay. So I picked John up. I started there. And then I started allowing God to show me where. So it may start off with one scripture. And I will read one scripture somewhere. And then I find myself going all the way down. I found myself searching for more. Because it's just like any other thing. You take a bite of it. And it calls you to have an appetite for the thing that you're eating. In this time, don't fill yourself up on meals that's not going to sustain you. Don't fill up on the things that aren't going to give you nutrients to keep going for the next. Now is the time for you to fill up on the thing that's going to sustain you. The thing that's going to give you enough nutrients. The things that's going to fuel you. The things that's going to keep you going. Doesn't mean you have to sit and read all day. No, take it in bite sizes. Take it in bite sizes. Take it. Don't think you have to look like your pastor, or don't think you have to look like your mother. Don't think you have to look like your sister. Don't think that what your walk with him have to mimic a walk of somebody else's. Stop comparing your walk with other people's walk, because all of our jobs and all of our assignments aren't the same. So your walk is your walk. Just walk. Just start. Just get moving. Don't despise small beginnings, because that small beginning is that thing that stirs it up in you. That small beginning is that thing that's going to want, that helps you build your appetite. It's just like anything else. It's a lot of things that are put on a plate in front of us we never tried. Oh, but when we try it, and oh, when it hit the taste buds and we love it, we continue to eat it. We continue to crave it. We continue to want it. We continue to desire it. Take a bite of his word. Build your appetite. That's right. That's right, niece. That's right, Reese. Right there. Start there. Start right there. So yeah, today I tasted that and it was good, but I don't know if I'm gonna go back to it. No, go back. Cause it might not have been time for you to read Hebrews just yet. Take another bite the next day. Oh man, John was something else. That came through right on time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going back to Psalms. Proverbs. Start there. Just start building your appetite for the word. Because right now, that's what you can stand on. That right now is what's going to feed you during this time. That right now is what's going to sustain you and keep you. Still know it's okay to feel. You know what may have triggered it. You know what may have triggered it. Oh, that anxiety. Ooh, that was anxiety. You can Google prayers. Lord, where do I? That needs to start Revelations. Start there. Start there. Just start. It is not the time for us to sit and say, I got tomorrow. I ain't all the way right because I'm still drinking. I ain't all the way right because I still do this. I ain't all the way right because I still do that. I ain't all the way, and he just waiting on you just to come. Son, don't worry about that. Daughter, don't worry about that. Just come to me. I want you. Come to me. I want to help you through this time. And for a long time, I used to seek people. For a very long time. I thought that all my leaders had the answers. And I found myself getting in a place where I would be angry and mad because I'm like, nobody sees me. Nobody, I need help. I need to understand. I need somebody to tell me. I need, and God was like, nah, I need you to come to me. Stop looking for people to give you the answer that I have. I need you to come to me. Some of these answers, some of these questions we have, some of these desires we have, some of this confirmation we're waiting, he's waiting on you just to come to him so he could tell you. Yes, he have mouthpieces in the world. Our pastors and our leaders were sent here for us. But it's times that you're not going to get that answer until you go directly to him. Because no one is bigger than he is. No one carried the weight that he carried. No one. And at the end of the day, we have to remember, because we put so much weight and so much pressure and so much on our pastors and our leaders to show up for us the way he only can show up for us, that we begin to pass judgment and stand in a posture towards them that we shouldn't. That's unfair. Because we're looking for them to answer a question that he's waiting for you to ask him about. And I have a book, Prayers That Avail Much. I'm not getting anything from telling you guys about this one, but it breaks it all down. It has prayers from, and I think it's the 40th anniversary edition, so it has all her books in it, and it's by Jermaine Copeland. I hope I'm saying her name right. But that's a good prayer book, and it has helped me. But guys, during this season, I won't tell you not to feel. I won't tell you not to cry on the days you need to cry. I'm not going to tell you not to have a moment of, oh my God, what am I going to do? But what I'm telling you is, don't get stuck there. Don't let that place paralyze you. Don't let that place hold you captive. Don't let that place control your mind. Feel what you feel. Work through the feelings. And invite him in to come on the journey with you. Let him come on a journey with you. Because he's just waiting for an invite. He's just waiting for you to extend your hand. He's just waiting. I encourage you all to know that even if your hours are cut, even if you can't work, even if you're not selling as much, our business as you know it has stopped, know that he has a plan for you. Know that you won't experience lack. Niece, I've been crying all morning. Know that you won't go without, because he has a plan for your life. And he has things stored up for you. He just needs you to trust and believe that he will be there for you. And he has a plan for you. And resources out there to help you. I will say this. Make sure that before you grab onto those resources, anybody on the call, whether you're a non-essential or essential work, I don't know. I don't know everybody who's on. Don't get so desperate that you grab at anything. Don't get so desperate that you sign your name on something that may cause you trouble later. Make sure that you pay attention to the fine print. Because I know they were saying that some mortgage companies were actually looking out for people. And if you needed... That's right, but we essential always that if you needed access, that you could get help and that they would help you. But I know with our mortgage company, reading the fine print, that, yeah, they'll give you 3 months release, but when you're going to pay that 4th month, you're going to be due to pay the other 3 months as well. I don't know how that's relief. But some car people, I've been talking to a couple people, car notes are actually being put on the end with slight interest, but they're pushing payments back. But what I'm telling you is, don't be in a place of desperation that you make an unsound choice, an unsound decision. Can somebody give me a time check? Make sure that, balloon payments. Do not, because right now they know to play on people's desperation. They know how to get you, and how to take advantage of you. So be careful and be wise. Make sure that at this very moment, you're not so desperate for relief that you forget to lean on him. He's there. Guys, he's waiting. He's waiting. He's just waiting for us just to sit at his feet and ask him, God, what's next? God, what would you have me do? You know, yesterday I supported a small business yesterday. I can't remember the name of the business. Denise, it is not 8 o'clock. Key, I was thinking about you. I love you, dear. It was a small business. What I'm saying is, if you're able to support a small business, guys, please do so. I know that the different chocolate treats are, because that's what it was. I got some the desserts, the candy covered desserts. I supported a business yesterday doing that. And so I am out of work, but I was able to sow into another small business. It was I'll put pictures up of what I got. Hey, Connie. But I supported a small business. So yeah, you can go to Walmart or Sam's and get cupcakes, but shoot on over to Leader's Treats and get a couple too. Another small business. The chains will stand, which all our God-based businesses will stand. All the ones that are built on his foundation and built on his back, they will be fine. We'll be fine. We have to know that. We'll be fine. But if you're going to support, if you can, shoot over to a small business and support a small business. If you can, show love to your stylist. Text message, a heart emoji, a girl, are you all right? Girl, here's a prayer. I had you on my mind this morning. Because at this very moment, all we're hearing right now is what I'm supposed to do. What I'm supposed to do about my hair. What am I supposed to do about this? What am I supposed to do about that? Not, that's right, Cash App niece. Not, are you okay? Because the reality is, even though you're still working, you're working from home now. So yes, your life has changed. Life for you is different. And we don't know what goes on behind the closed doors of your home. We have no idea what that day looks like. Because for some people, honestly, guys, we also have to remember. We also have to remember that some people go to the office to get away from abuse. Some people show up at their 9-to-5s to get away from emotional, mental, and physical abuse. So honestly, them being at home may also be hard for them. So I don't take that away from them. So even your essential workers that still are having to work from home, check on them. Send them love. And for a stylist that know what their clients go through at home, it is still our responsibility to check in. It's still our responsibility to show love. He has placed love in us, and our love should mimic his love. So in that time, we need to show up. It's a time to unite. It's a time for us all to come together. It's a time for us all to be together. Not just by text messaging, but communication. Somebody needs to hear I love you. Somebody needs to know that it's somebody out there that cares. It's somebody that needs to know that even though I feel like it's hell in this house and all the walls are about to fall down, and I still have to be present for my children, I still have to be strong for them. They need to know that they're loved and somebody's praying for them. This is not the season for somebody to be dropped in your spirit and you not pray for them and for you not to cover them. Y'all, we have so much technology now that it doesn't take anything to send a video message. It doesn't take anything to FaceTime and have lunch together. It doesn't take much to call. I think me and the girls from the salon have talked more through, what's this thing called? FaceTime. Because it's no rhyme or reason. But we legitimately can hug each other. So we're missing the touch. We honestly don't all get to laugh because we've been practicing here lately, distancing. So our clients are stretched out. We're on different schedules trying to make sure people weren't on top of each other. We just really have not spent time. And so you're bound to get a group call. And it's just the girls from Divine Oasis just sitting on the phone laughing and tripping, picking at each other because it's needed. It's needed. And don't ever think you have to go through this thing by yourself. Don't ever think you have to go through this journey without someone being with you. And we miss you. Don't think you have to go through this alone. Guys, while we're sitting out, yes, we need to start eating off of his plate. We need to start pouring in the things he has for us. It's time for us to make sure that we're keeping our eyes. I miss you too. It's time for us to keep our eyes on him. It's time to watch what we allow in our space. And it's time to find that it's not really any such thing as balance. So I will say, as much as you ingest in the natural, ingest in the spirit. Take in something. Eat from his plate. Start reading his word, because his word is the one thing that you're going to be able to stand on. His word is the one thing that's going to hold you. His word is the one thing that's going to keep you. Please go listen to Hillsong, Oceans. That song helped me through a lot of dark moments. And Tasha Cobb as well. He Knows My Name. And those were the songs that he gave me this morning. And I had an announcement and I'm not giving it. It's coming in due time. I don't feel like today is the day to do it. But know that all is well. And we are going to come out on top of this. We're going to be okay. All of us. All of us. Essential workers. Y'all, we need to pray for our essential workers. The ones that are going into these hospitals and these doctors' offices. And they're having to show up and be on the front line. And they're having to take care of the COVID patients. Guys, I don't really think everybody realizes how bad this thing is. Some people don't. Some of us realize it, some don't. But I'm going to tell you, it was 3 or 4 people that died that were attached to people I knew. One of our kids play softball together, and I know she is a Raider. She's a alumni of Kenan High School. Her mom passed from it. And to listen to her sister cry and say, my mama was fine Friday, and all of a sudden she got sick on Saturday. And it went downhill, and now they have to plan a funeral for their mother. Then another one, her fiance seemed to be a very healthy looking, no more than in his 30s, 40s. He's gone. He's gone. Guys, this thing is coming, and it's wreaking havoc. So we have to pray and keep each other covered. If there are prayer requests, if there are anything, you can put them in my inbox. If you need somebody to pray with you, then you just reach out to me. We can pray together. It's people up and down both lines that will join in with you and pray with you. It's people available and willing. Let the Lord show you who to connect with. Know that. Know that you have somebody who's willing to pray with you. And at this moment, the amount, I think for some people, they go, oh God, people are dying left and right. Oh, the funeral business got to be booming. Well, guess what? That's a weight for them to carry. That's heavy on them. And they have to make rules to keep the family small enough and to keep people small enough. So then they have to make the hard decision of only 50 people can come to this person's funeral who maybe 1,000 would have shown up. They have a weight to carry. On top of that, they're still having to care for the people who have lost their lives in this time. They have a weight to carry. They have a weight to carry. We all have a weight. We all have something. And those people still have to show up because they're essential workers at this point. Wow. Q on Instagram said, one of her clients said they're only allowing 15 people. Y'all, I couldn't imagine. At the time of my mother's death, only 15. That's not even her children and her grandchildren. Families are being affected. It's just not non-essential workers. So I say to my non-essential workers, or what they call us, because I feel like we're essential. When you say non-essential, it's like, dang, we ain't important. No, but we're still, we don't have to be out. And our jobs are very up close and personal. So in that place, what I say to us, the same way we want them to show up for us, the same way we want them to love on us, the same way we need support, they need our support. They need us to show up. They need us to shine the light of Jesus Christ. They need us to put our hands in there, just put our hands on them and say, we love you. Not physically on you, but through text message, through love. Through being a presence when they need a presence. And for each one of my people who go into the office, I pray God's covering over you. I pray his protection over you. But we can't that's right, Yolanda. But we can't forget that even once this is over and we get to our new normal, because I believe it's going to be a new normal, that we don't forget him. Because we have a tendency to forget him when all is back well. We have a tendency to forget where he bought you from. We have a tendency to forget. So I ask you not to forget him. Lord God, I ask that you be with the people that's on the live right now. I ask that you cover their mind, their hearts, and their souls, Lord God. I ask that you be with them today as they go through this day, Lord God. I ask that you continue to watch over them, keep them, and protect them. God, I ask that they feel your presence. I ask that you show up for them. I pray that their hearts and their minds are open to what you have for them. I ask that you continue to keep them and love on them. Guys, I thank y'all for showing up this morning. I thank you for being present. I thank you for taking the time to spend with me. This is actually segment number 6. Y'all continue to pray. Y'all continue to keep your hand in his hand. Continue to eat from his plate. And as you eat from his plate, don't just eat from his plate for the moment, but remember that meal the same way you remember your favorite restaurant or your favorite dish. Remember your favorite chapter. Remember your favorite verse. Remember that thing that kept you standing. Guys, look, Cherish is on. Everybody give my Cherish some love. She had chemo, I believe it was yesterday. And she is a fighter. Guys, send my baby some love. Send her some encouraging words. If you go down the timeline and you see her name, you go to her inbox and you just love on her. You love on her. Because Cherish is fighting and she's not giving up. She has her hand in his hand. So guys, just keep her encouraged. Keep her lifted in your prayers as she fight this battle called cancer. That she's going to beat, that she's defeated, and that she always keeps her hand in his hand. Guys, I love you guys. Once again, I'm Shavetta Belton, the owner and a stylist at Divine Oasis Salon. I am the creator of Take a Sip of This Morning Motivation, and faith plus works equals success. And be looking out this week. I don't know if I'm going to go back on live or if I'm just going to put the announcement out. I'm unsure. But know that an announcement is coming. Keep your appetite up for him. Continue to eat from his plate. Turn down the plate that is not sustaining you. But fuel up on the plate that's going to give you the energy to fight this race and keep this journey going. During this time that you're home, spend time with your family. Spend time, if you're married, spend time with your husband. If you're a mother, spend time with your children. Take this time to love on them. Do ministry at home. Start there. Love on them. Cherish them. Because you never know. So start there. Your first ministry is at your home. Love on them. Do that to the fullest. Then step into your next. Because everybody has something else inside of them. So walk into your next. Walk into it boldly. Love on somebody today. Send a song. Send a prayer. Send a hug. Guys, know that I love you. Know that I love you with my whole heart. And I appreciate you guys for loving me back. And I love you forever. And guess what? It ain't nothing you can do about it. Guys, as I sign off once again, I love you. Keep your hand in his hand. Eat off of his plate. And I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I'll see y'all next Wednesday. And Denise over here, she says send cash apps. But guys, I love y'all. I do. And it gets harder and harder every Wednesday to click the finish button. But I love you guys. Love on your babies. Love on yourself. Once again, I know you can look through the comments. It was Oceans by Hillsong and Tasha Cobb. He knows my name. Listen to those songs today. Study Hebrews 4. And then if you can, the prayer that availeth much, prayers that availeth much. This book has been amazing. So grab it if you can. I got it off Amazon. It's the 40th anniversary edition. But know that I love you. If you need somebody, it's somebody out there that is willing, that he has set just for you. So if you need prayer, or you have any prayer requests, or you have questions, you can slide over to my inbox and talk to me there. And I look forward to seeing you guys next Wednesday. And know that I'm here for you. I love you guys. Have the best day ever. Bye, guys.